Okay, welcome back for part 2 of the Southern Footy League web show. We've got the Southern Footy League top 5 for round 16 to look after first, and at number 5 are the Mordialloc Colts. Mordialloc Colts have not won a game so far in 2009, but they have had their best outing on the weekend against Cheltenham, the reigning premiers, beating 10 goals and losing by only 26 points. They've been improving week by week, and it's great to see the young bloods coming up. Fantastic to see a few of them playing the ones too, so keep going, boys. At number 4, St Kilda City, as we mentioned in the intro, they're the first minor premiers for 2009. Congratulations to them. We've got fantastic fights in Division 2, Division 3 to see who will take our top spot there, with Heatherton South Yarra fighting out Division 2, and obviously Skye, Doveton Eagles and Hampton in Division 3. At number 3 in the top 5 this week is the final 5, and we just touched on Division 2 there. There's only one game separating 3rd from 6th in Division 2 at the moment, so it'll be interesting to see over these next couple of weeks with those sides all playing each other, who's going to miss out. At number 2 this week, we salute our Centurion goal kickers from the weekend. Travis Ridgway booted 6th and managed his 100th in the last quarter against Taronga Melbourne on the weekend, and Ricky Ramsdale was on 88. He booted 12 against Cerberus, picking up his ton in the last quarter also. So congratulations to both of those Centurions on a great 2009. At number 1 this week is a guy that's been around twice as long as Johnny Bennett's been coaching. Donald Duck Avery down at Blackrock McDonald Reserve there. Now, old McDonald had a farm. He had a duck, 600 of them. 600 games for the duck. Fantastic career, and it doesn't look like stopping yet, so keep going, Don. Stay tuned, we'll have Ryan Houston, coach of St Kilda City, coming up right after this break. Well, 600 games from Don Duck Avery. Fantastic effort down at Blackrock. I'm now joined by Richard Houston, the senior coach down at the unbeaten St Kilda City Football Club. Warm welcome to you, Richard.
Thank you very much.
Now, what's the secret down there at the Peanut Farm? You're unbeaten in both the seniors and the Colts. What are you doing?
I think it's an overall culture. It's a culture of just imposing standards and basic instincts on the whole club, both off the field and on the field.
I ask because there are a lot of coaches out there that have been asking that kind of question all through 2009. Now, what is it that St Kilda City have or are doing that other clubs aren't potentially doing?
I think, look, like most clubs, everyone tries their hardest, and sometimes you do things the hard way and sometimes you do things the smart way. And I think a lot of clubs, predominantly, their recruiting is where they fall over a lot. We're perhaps been fortunate or very skilled with the way we recruit players who know players. So sometimes people think it's all about the dollar. You can throw a lot of money at any player and they still won't come to you, and maybe the wrong cultural player that comes as well. Whereas if you work smarter, sometimes people who already got there at the club can bring a quality player to you, and because they're coming to you on that basis, they're prepared to take less money.
I guess the Poyes-Ward kind of relationship may have...
I think you'd be very surprised at some of the salaries that we don't pay.
Very interesting, because there is where there's a lot of checkbooks, money being floated around, and that's not necessarily the case at St Kilda City.
Oh, look, there's no doubts that we reward players. There's no doubts, but there's also players that I think ourselves and other clubs can't hold on to. Luke James would be one. I know exactly what he's getting up there at Catania and so forth. At the end of the day, these players just price themselves out of the market. That league, in fact, would pay a lot more than what we do. I know that for a fact from about half a dozen players. So.
Okay. Now, being that you're unbeaten on top of the ladder, that can't change between now and the end of the season. The week off, do you see that as a hindrance or a benefit?
I personally think it's a benefit, but it can have its problems. If you're on momentum and suddenly have that week off, you can break the mental cycle, and then suddenly sometimes players can just go a bit off character. And then what happens next week, you've got to get them up again, and that can cost you probably the first quarter.
So what are you planning for that first weekend of finals where you're not doing anything?
Well, dealing with Y generation type players that we've got today, I don't impose any standards on them. I like to let them do their own thing, and if they wish to join myself and other coaching staff to watch the opposition play for that final series, they're quite welcome. If they want to go off and do their own thing, they're quite welcome. We'll probably have a recovery session. We'll probably train very hard that week, probably harder than normal, and then have the weekend as a light, just recovery down the bar or something like that.
Okay. Obviously very well prepared going into finals. A couple of premierships in the last few years in the Southern Footy League for yourself.
We've done well.
And you're obviously looking for another one here in 2009. Now, the Seconds are fighting for a final spot as well. They're the only side at St Kilda City that have lost a game all year, and we're going to say they've let the team down. Can they still make the finals?
I believe so. I think they've still got the team to do it. It's just a matter of the last 2 rounds and see how they go. They're going to win a couple and someone's going to drop one, I think.
No problem. Well, Richard, all the very best for this week's big clash against Chelsea Heights down at Beasley Reserve, and for the all-important final series coming up. We wouldn't be able to let you go without asking you some parting shots. Just some random questions off the cuff. Why won't St Kilda City win the Division 1 flag this year? What can you do wrong to make it all fall apart?
Not be there mentally all day.
So it's more a mental thing.
80% of football is in the mind, so it doesn't matter how good the team is, you turn up on the day and you don't play to maximum, your optimum, and push through the barriers, you won't win. And I think last year was a classic example.
I was just about to ask, speaking from experience there, the 2008 grand final day.
Both ourselves and probably Geelong. Probably, and a few others. Apparently, I think Rod told me that there was a number of nearly 70% of favourites lost last year. So maybe it was just a wrong year.
This year might be the one?
I hope so.
I hope so. Your favourite all-time tennis player?
Oh, that's a very good one. John McEnroe.
McEnroe? You like a bit of, what are you talking about?
Oh, just the way he just abused everyone. He was very vocal. Yeah, he's good. Entertaining, I thought. Yeah.
Who's your biggest football influence in your career?
Oh, that's a very good call. I think Roger Paul from Old Huddley. He was a very strong cinnamon, strong ethics, very good hard principles, worked very hard, and very loyal to the club.
Fantastic. And being that we're just about to finish the National Series, it sits at 1-1 with the Oval Test still to be played. What will the result in that final test be?
Oh, I think if Flintoff plays, it'll be a different result. But if he's out, I think the English are in trouble. Yeah, I think the Aussies are just.
And if he plays, maybe a draw or an England win?
Oh, I don't want to write off England because I think they're better, and I don't think Australia's as good as they were. So it's going to be a tough tussle. But if no Flintoff, I think psychologically that the English will wilt it again.
You can tell as a coach, he's sitting on the fence on that one. Richard, thanks very much for joining us. Good luck for this week and for the rest of the season. As we bring another Southern Footy League web show to a close, stay tuned. Do yourself a favour this Saturday afternoon. It's second versus first. Chelsea Heights hosting the unbeaten St Kilda City down at Beasley Reserve in the 88.3 Southern FM broadcast match of the round. Check out Sunday morning, 88.3 from 11 till noon, where Sammy and Barnesy will bring you all the news and details and results from around the Southern Footy League. Check out the Southern Footy League website too for your chance to enter the Bentley Club tipping match of the round for round 17, which is East Brighton versus Dingley down there at Hurlingham Park. Thanks again to our coaches for coming in, spending their time with us. Good luck to them for the rest of this 2009 season. Thanks always to our sponsors for bringing us the web show, Leader Community Newspapers. Check them out at localfooty.com.au. I'm Rowan Schreier, Southern Footy, where the locals are the legends.